Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining, guys. Bruce, good to see you. BGI. Take 6, Diesel, Joseph, Cracker. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I missed a couple of days there. It's kind of a busy week. I'm sure you, if you live in the U.S., you know there's a lot going on right now. A couple of things that were sort of mandatory to watch and took up a lot of time. So anyway, we're here today, Saturday morning. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday morning. And we've got, we're going to be in Microsoft Flight Simulator today, or FS 2020, MFS, whatever you want to call it. And we'll be flying in OnAir today, the virtual airline. Yeah, we're going to be in the Longitude, and we're going to be flying out of KIGM. I'll show you the flight plan in a second here, but yeah, so we've got, man, a lot going on in the world. Holy crap, pretty crazy time, as it usually is with, you know, less than 2 weeks to go before a major U.S. election. There's always lots of stuff going on. So hopefully we can create a bit of a diversion from all that for the next couple of hours and focus on the things that we like to do, which are fly and flight simulation. So at least something I like to do. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Hope it's beautiful weather where you are. It's pretty nice where I am. And let's get to it. So we're going to be, well, let me show you. Like I said, we're going to be in OnAir today. So the virtual airline that I created, or VR Aviation, or VRAAA. Not sure why I did 3 A's. I guess it was just easier. But virtual reality, or VR Aviation Airways. So it should be like AW, Airways, or AL, but whatever. It is what it is now. So we've had some pretty good progress. I'm not sure the last time I gave an update, but let me just show you what we got here in the virtual airline. So we have 4 planes in our possession. A Longitude, which we'll be flying today. 930. We got 2 Diamonds. We've got the MSF version, sorry, and the X-Plane 11. Alan, how you doing? Good morning to you. X-Plane 11 version. Yeah, so we've been getting some good use out of these. Plan to buy a few more planes, probably maybe another 930. We'll have to see what the current group. We have a closed group of pilots right now. Not that we're not going to open it up at some point, but because OnAir's management of virtual airlines are kind of like a little bit too open. We've got to be a little bit cautious about it. But in any event, so we're making some progress. As you can see here, we go back to the dashboard. Let's see. So we've got the current cash of 520 plus the 4 airplanes. I think I invested $4 million into the group to start to buy the planes and stuff. We got hit with OnAir changed the way they were. They added a weekly FBO fee, and the FBO at Kingman, the way I had it configured, was costing us $72,000 a week. So I had to rip it down, and with the advice of some of the pilots that are flying, reconstruct it much smaller to where it's now $2,300 a week. I guess they implemented this weekly charge because one person had bought up like 3,000 FBOs, and yeah, I saw that, Diesel. We'll talk privately about that. Appreciate that. One person had bought up like, I think, 3,000 FBOs, and OnAir's solution was to charge a weekly fee. But the problem is that the weekly fee they were charging, a lot of people think is way out of whack. I mean, we had a pretty small FBO built, and for it to was the first week it cost us $102,000, and the next week it cost us $72,000. It's like ridiculous. You got to do a lot of flying to cover that, and it's a small FBO with no traffic. So if you're not getting the traffic and selling the gasoline to cover the FBO expense. Hey, thanks for the subscription there, Bill. Appreciate that. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. To be sure to hit that notification button so you'll find out when I'm streaming. So I don't want to rant about OnAir's philosophy and how they're going to charge for FBOs. They've got to work that out, and I guess the user base will figure it out. The one nice thing about OnAir is that because it's a pay-to-play service, they're subject to the requests and desires of their user base. So if they implement something and people aren't happy about it, they're going to hear about it. So I personally think a monthly FBO charge is probably a better way to go. Something like that, like a supply requirement or something like that, but like purchasing something that you use, but to just have money go into the ether, I don't know. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of like doesn't make a lot of sense. But in any event, it is what it is. So we adjusted because we were getting hammered with costs. I think I probably show you. Well, actually, if I go to here, maybe it's in here. Let's see, expenses, FBO expenses. You can see here we got hit with a $72,000 weekly fee, which is like, what? I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what? For what? So we broke that down. But in any event, we're making good progress. We've got, and we're going to be flying a leg today for the group, for the VR Aviation group. Like I said, we've only got 4 pilots right now. Not really asking anyone to come in yet, but we will do that in the future for sure. So anyway, so that's where we're at here. If you take a look at the FBOs, the FBO that we have, it's a very small implementation at Kingman. All we have is jet fuel, which is ordered. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to get delivered. But if you look at Kingman, there already is a couple of FBOs there. Let's see. It's going to take a second here to pull this up. Yeah, so this is us VRAAA, okay, and put like 4 tie downs. But we've got this GTSE is the person I think that bought up all the FBOs. They've got a bunch of fuel there. We're selling it for a penny less, so hopefully we'll sell some. And there's also a 100LL here too, and there's already maintenance there, somebody else. So anyway, so we've got what we need at Kingman, and yeah, take it from there. So let me go back to my personal account. All right, so yeah, I've been flying a little bit, so I got a little bit of cash. All right, so I've already set up, let's see here. Yeah, so here are the planes. These are all the planes that the virtual airline owns. So we're already set up to go in the Cessna. See here, this was actually, if I go back here, if I look at the jobs here. So this was a job. I'm not sure who flew that's that one. Sorry. Where is it? Is this one? Yeah. Someone flew the first leg here. Not sure. Maybe it was you, Diesel. So somebody flew this first leg. And I'm going to fly this second leg to get us to Roosevelt Municipal to complete this transaction and put this 86. Yeah. So hope you don't mind. I kind of snagged your the second part of your thing here. But yeah, so we're going to fly that one. And then I have It's 353 miles. So we'll get out there, and if we've got some time, I've got another job here that's going to take us back to Santa Fe Municipal, not IGM, but fairly close. So, but anyway, so we got that one ready to go, and you can see here we actually have another job here. Okay, cool. You're on your way to Palmdale. So what's cool about this is you can break I didn't realize this, but you can actually break these up. So like if let's say you only wanted to carry 5,000 or 500 pounds of this, right? You can actually break this up and carry like smaller portions and stuff. Like here we got, like this job here is $460,000. It's got 32 passengers. Well, we can't put 32 passengers in a Longitude. You could put 12. But you could run this leg a couple of times, to get your passengers back and forth. You can see this one isn't available till Sunday. So the person who put this one up here is planning on, I guess, completing this on Sunday. But this will bring a nice chunk of money in for the group, So in any event, right, exactly. So what's cool about it is you can tag team it. So if one person can't fly a leg, the other one can, which is kind of a cool thing. So anyway, so let me get to here, and we're gonna go to the Cessna. All right, so you can see you can actually change the amount that you put in. I think you can do the same thing for passengers too. I believe you can. But we're going to carry this whole load. All right. We've got plenty of fuel. We got 570. We could actually put a little bit more fuel in there if we wanted to. But actually, you know what? I'm going to do that because I don't trust the Longitude. So we'll just go up to 70%. All right, we're going to go confirm and fly now. This is ready to go. And we're going to go to 74V, Roosevelt. It's going to take a little bit of time here to load up that fuel. So while we're doing that, let's show you the flight plan. The flight plan. So here we are. We're going to go Kingman. Right here, Kingman. And we'll fly north 353 miles, roughly, over the Grand Canyon right here. Right? Yeah, that's the Grand Canyon. So we'll have a view of the Grand Canyon. And then we'll fly. Actually, we probably could fly this way like that to avoid. Let's see if I can find that. Let's try to get it out here more. Yeah, we could fly that way. So it looks like 11,000 is going to be, or 12,000. 12,000 will be our peakish area, just looking at the altitude. So we're going to have to be above 12,000, which we will be because it's going to. And then into Roosevelt, I wasn't able to really find a waypoint there. So I would like to be able to fly in like here. But that waypoint is kind of messed up. But I guess I'll have to take it. So we'll use that one as our turning point here, so you could see. So we have some navigational markers. So there we go. That's going to be our flight plan, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. It's been a while since you've been in FS 2020. Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you guys. So I put up a video. Well, I can tell you what. Let me get this stuff going here, so we can get FS 2020 rolling here. Longitude. Let's hope the Longitude behaves. So we're going to go KIGM. I'm not gonna go cold and dark today because last time I went cold and dark, the thing had some issues. So I can't rely on the plane to follow the checklist properly. So we're just gonna start on the runway if you guys don't mind. Lovely plane, but you can't. This such I can't stand the fact that you got to do this every single time. You got to turn these filters on every time. It's just crazy. Let's just see if we have a waypoint here. We're gonna have our arrival here. Oh, actually, we could go that way, which is probably what they want you to do. So I think we'll just do that. So we're gonna go here. So let me do. Yeah, so that way we have a we're gonna make a little turn there, but that's okay. 6 miles. We'll have a 6 mile straight in run to the airfield. All right, so that's that, Chad, and we said. Well, let me make sure my departure air runway is correct here. Let's do this. And of course, you could see my my waypoint went away as soon as I changed the departure. That's just wonderful. AXGEX. And then we're going to add CHAND. Okay, not there. Well, I just selected it, so it better be there. There it is. So we're going to go there. Maybe we should add this one too. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? All right. So that way it's less of a turn there. So we're adding EGRIW. All right, cool. So this way I have my, you can see here I've got the GPS set up, or sorry, the sky vector set up so I can see exactly where we're going to be flying. Make sure that that's not going to be any issues. So yeah, nothing to worry about there. So we'll have a 4 mile and then a left-hand turn into our runway. So it makes it a little bit easier for us. And should be good to go. Which plane, dude? Which plane? I don't know. I wouldn't even know. I don't know. Not sure. I'm not sure. It's never. I got to tell you, that's never happened to me, so I don't know. Not sure.
India Golf Mike traffic Cessna November tree 28 Tango Delta taking off runway tree 5 departure to the north.
Ooh, you got that mountain right in front there. All right. Yeah, sorry I can't help you there, Diesel. I don't know. Okay, let me make sure I got all my panel lights on so I can see stuff. Okay, so we've got our GPS stuff all configured there. Let's go to here. We're going to go altitude. Let's get her up to, we'll go 25K today. $25K. We're going to use vertical speed. We're not going to use the FLC because I don't trust it. We're going to go nav, flight director on. And then we're just going to go vertical speed, and we'll set our vertical speed to 2,000 feet per minute. So that should be rocking. Looks like the engines are fired up and rolling nicely. So plane's looking good. I like to set this arm the spoiler so I don't forget to do it when we land. And yeah, let's see. We're set for takeoff. Let's just make sure. Yeah, we're set for takeoff. Let's check out the outside of the plane here. I'm using the IF. Oh, I forgot to change the livery. Oh well. All right, so we're good there. We should be all good to go. What is CPL? Well, it's INOP anyway. But you guys know what CPL is? I don't know what that is. Some point I'm going to try to use the FLC and the auto throttle again. I'm just hesitant to use it because it's sort of like has a mind of its own, you know. But anyway, so all right, let's bring up OnAir, and we're all set to go here. Just double check everything. We're connected to the right flight simulator. Don't use FLC and auto throttle together. I thought you had to use FLC and auto throttle. Otherwise the FLC doesn't work. Right? All right, start tracking. Everything rocking? Everything's rocking. Drusters, how you doing? Good to see you, man. All right, so we're going to track here.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's get it. Did you notice that OnAir has advertisements up here? Seriously? It's a paid-for service. Or is this like... What is this? Maybe this is them? I don't know. Let's just see what that is. Oh, okay, it's them. Duh. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Sorry about that. Gotcha. Hey, Greg, how you doing? I was like, I saw that. I was like, what the hell is that? So it's a Halloween event. Cool. Good that they're doing that. Yeah, sorry. I think I had it off here. So it's right up here. If you go here, it shows you all the information. Stage 1. That's cool that they're doing that. I like that. I like that. All right, so we're good. What time is it? Oh, I guess we're later. Does that really matter? Eh. Let's see. Let's see. What's our time here? 14 Zulu. 1400 hours Zulu. So that's oh, it's in the early morning our time. So we're good. Right. So -5 would be what, 9? It's 9 a.m. I guess. It's earlier than that. Whatever. We're good. All right, yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and this way you'll find out when I'm streaming. Usually it's Tuesdays, Thursdays is 8 p.m. Eastern, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. But I this week I said was pretty busy, so definitely I will always coordinate the Saturday. You can rely on the Saturday, that's for sure, unless something major's going on. But the weeknight ones are sometimes a little difficult for me because of work or whatever. But anyway, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm going to release the parking brake. Fire up the engines. Release those brakes. And we're off. All right, we have oh, come on, come on, come on.
Airborne time logged.
Not a great smooth takeoff there. Wheels up, flaps up. Set our trim. All right, we can get that autopilot rolling here. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. So far, so good. Sun coming up in the east. Let's have a look at that. That's a nice shot right there. All right, so we got 300. We're kind of fire rocketing up here. So I saw a email or a post about the Microsoft, the flight simulator FS 2020 VR closed beta. So I guess they've had some alpha testing. I haven't seen or heard anything about it. I'm sure everybody's under NDA, but kind of looking forward to that. Have you guys heard anything about FS20? Oh, let's get our de-icing on. Yeah, Windows Mixed Reality first. That's correct, Greg. Hey, Drusters, don't worry about it. I told don't you don't have to apologize. It's no problem, dude. Yeah, so it's Windows Mixed Reality first. I believe it's. I thought it was originally. They said it was going to be HP Reverb G2 first. Maybe they've changed that since they've got the open beta up now, and the G2 is not available yet. So I guess they're ahead of. It seems like they're ahead of the schedule, which is, I guess, a good thing. We shall see. I haven't heard anything else about my reverb. I saw a few people have gotten emails lately that their shipments were delayed. So I haven't received anything like that. I'm hoping that the thing shows up the first week in November. But we shall see, I guess. Still haven't upgraded my PC. Trying to put together the $1,200 to do that. Have had a few unexpected expenses, so but yeah, trying to put that together. That's definitely on the plan. I'm hoping that I can run the reverb with my existing system. It'll be scaled down, but it'll be workable, you know, and then take it from there. So when you really think about it, if I have to go to a 3080, you know, now you're talking about, let's just say a 3080 Ti, when and if it comes out, it's going to be $1,000, let's say. So now we're talking about $2,200 to upgrade my PC. Which actually, you think about it, it's 4 years old, so I've gotten a lot of use. I think it originally cost me about $2,000 to build it with what I got in there. So good news is a lot of the components you can really, you know, move forward. Just the CPU, motherboard, memory, and GPU, which I guess are the most expensive parts, but at least I'm not buying another power supply for $180, and I'm not buying, well, I'm probably going to buy another SSD, like a 1 terabyte or maybe even a 2 terabyte SSD to do some consolidation. But yeah, so the plan is to go with a 10700 i7 10700 and add 64 gig of 3600 megahertz RAM, and that should be good for a while. The board I'm getting supports 128 gigs, so buy two 32 gig sticks. It should be rocking. Oh, you're looking to get your honeycomb alpha yoke. Yeah. Looks like a cool yoke. Like I said, I've said before, I'm going to ride out the CH product stuff until it basically snaps. I've been using it for 4 years now. You know. Oh, next week. Cool. Well, let us know how that is. I'd be interested to hear what you think about it, Alan. That's for sure. All right, coming up to 18 Thawa. And you remember we got 2 waypoints here, so it's going to be 163 to AxGen. But then we've got another, after that we got another 163 to Roosevelt. So we still got a pretty long way to go here. FLC will pitch the plane to hold a certain speed where VS will maintain certain climb no matter what the speed. Yeah, the problem is I don't trust autothrottle because it's done some crazy stuff, and I've tried it both. I've used FLC before and have had issues. basically it's where it's rocketing up at like 40 degrees, you know. But FLC in the 930 seems to be okay. But I just don't. Oh, here we go. We're doing the ice oscillation. There we go. Look at that. Stall. Stall. Why are we stalling?
Stall.
Why?
Stall. 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 Stall.
Why? That's weird. I mean, I guess maybe I have too much vertical speed. Yeah. I mean, let me ask you a question, Diesel. Do you find that the FLC is predictable in the Longitude? Because I personally, the last time I tried it, I found it unpredictable. There we go. We're doing the Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice oscillation. I thought they said they fixed this. Okay, gotcha. That's awesome, Alan. Yeah, let us know how you like that. Hey, thanks to all for joining the stream this morning. Say hello in the chat if you'd like. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do, and hit that notification button so you'll get a notification when I'm streaming or when I post new videos. Still have a couple of videos in the works. I just haven't had the chance to button them up. All right, we're coming to altitude here. I agree with you. I prefer VS mode as well. Put it at a reasonable flight per minute or feet per minute, and you know, just watch the throttle. That's all. Yeah, I haven't flown the CJ4. I guess I should try it out. I like this one because of the G5000, you know. So much more, it's so much easier for me to manage than, because the CJ4 has an FMS on it, right? It's got the, what do you call it on it? The, not the FMS, that, I forget what the hell they call it. Here we go again. All right, so snap poll, guys, people who are watching. What by far is your favorite FS 2020 aircraft? Just pick one. What's your favorite FS 2020 aircraft? CJ4 with the working title, no contest. Okay. I'll tell you mine after you guys have voted. King Air. Well, King Air is certainly a great one for FS Economy and for OnAir because you can make a lot of money with it. You like many of them. All right. Mine's a TBM 930. I think that's my favorite plane. Oh, shit. I'm going 336 miles an hour here. All right, so next question is, if you had one feature, just one thing that they could correct for you, like tomorrow in FS 2020, what would it be? One thing, just one thing. I didn't know there was a working title mod for the TBM. When is someone going to mod the Longitude so it uses the right fuel and has the right number, the right range and stuff? That's what we need. Someone to mod that if they can. One feature to fix, one problem to fix. What is your one problem that you wish they would fix? Making you think, right? Making you think. I'll tell you what mine is. Getting the GPS right. Getting, the magenta lines correct so that they're not bending or, you're always going to the waypoint. Those are correct. Giving you path up instead of just north up option. Getting the GPS right. To me, that's a major thing. Like, I would like to see them spend a lot of time getting the G1000 and the G5000 right. Yeah, maps and airways. I think also as part of that would be the navigation, the world map. So like you need to have an underlay that allows you to see terrain when you're mapping out a flight plan. Otherwise, you need to have you need to be referencing some outside map, right? The sim, yeah. But I think they need to spend, if they spent a lot of time on the navigation, I think that would be great. Probably next in priority would be to completely fix all the issues with all of the deluxe level planes, the ones that you pay extra money for. So the SR-22, this plane, the ones that you pay extra money for. But I think the maps, the GPS is the most, to me, that's the most bothersome. Just my humble opinion. All right, so I got to check out this working title thing. I didn't know anything about that. Working title TBM 930. Okay. I just tried to go to their website and you can't get there. Page isn't working for some reason. I'll find it, but for some reason I can't get to it. Page isn't working. Forums at flightsimulator.com is currently unable to handle your request. Huh. Maybe they took it down. I'm going to show you what's happening here, see? If I go here, working title, boom. Page isn't working. Let's see if the forum is down. Yeah, the forum is down. That's not cool. It's on GitHub. It's on GitHub. All right, let me see if I can find it. Working title GitHub. There's a CJ5. Packages. There's the CJ4. Sorry, CJ4. G1000, G3000. Yeah, it's very confusing. G3000. All right, let me see. Yeah, so if I go to so if I go to GitHub, ba 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 ba. This is it. Install the copy of work entitled G1000 folder into community directory. Fixes several compatibility issues. All right, that's cool. Where the hell's down? GitHub is always confusing to me. This is the doc, right? So where the hell is the download? This is the... So anybody using the G1000? I'm going to bookmark this. So this is it here, right? There's a separate one for the G1000, I guess. Well, yeah, let's keep an eye on this. So this is it here. Fixes and enhances for stock G3000 avionics pilot. So, I mean, you think about what I don't understand is why don't they submit this to Asobo and like put it in the friggin' code? I got it, dude. Thank you. I'm gonna check into it. It just seems to me like, okay, so let me get my thoughts together on this. So FS 2020 is not, it's not, you know, obviously it's not open source, right? But we're having all these modifications, you know, these modifications, which are great, and I appreciate people doing them. But every time there's a new update of FS 2020, you've got a, you know, potential that your mod might break, right? So the G1000 works for the DA62. All right. Well, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, I'll see if it. I trust you. You know, trust what you guys are saying. I just, you know, I just wish that Asobo would put the time in that these, you know, these other people are putting in. All right, we got 36 miles to AxGen. 37 miles. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's great that people are trying to fix it. I'm not crapping on that. I think it's great that they're trying to fix it. The concern is that if you've got all these modifications, you got to manage all these modifications that you have on top of this non-open source code, which means that every time they update it, you got to go back and make sure your modifications are working properly. I don't know. I guess I like my software buttoned up and neat, you know? But by the same token, you know, if one is complaining about the G1000 and the G, so I guess it is a G3000 in this, right? I guess it is. I don't know. It's just. I could feel myself getting on a rant, and I promised myself this morning when I was pouring my coffee, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna rant today. I'm not. It's not gonna be a rant. Not gonna be a rant. It's gonna fly the friggin' plane. See how everybody's doing, and have some chat, and have a little chat about this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, just back. No, you didn't miss a rant yet. I haven't had one. I'm not gonna rant. Well, if I'm gonna rant about anything, I'll rant about Facebook and Quest 2. Oh my God! Did you see this article? Hold on, let me show you this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Give me a second here. Deleting Facebook also deletes Oculus purchases and account information. What? Are you kidding me? You know, listen, kudos to Upload, okay? I've been following Upload for a long time. They're like one of the leading VR news websites, okay? Are you kidding me? If you've linked your Oculus account to Facebook and decide you want to delete your Facebook account, your purchases on Oculus will be lost as well. What? Are you kidding me? So basically, I'm gonna refrain from using adjectives. If you've bought a Quest 2, the only way to use it is you have to link it to your Facebook account. If you decide for whatever reason you don't like Facebook's policies or you don't want to use Facebook anymore, your Quest 2 becomes a paperweight if you delete your account. What? That's insane to me. Exactly. Don't buy Oculus. That's the answer. Don't even call it Oculus. It's not Oculus anymore. It's Facebook. It's not Oculus anymore. Seriously. So when last week or a week or before, 10 days, whatever it was, I tried to use my headset, and I instantly was presented with this page that said, "Would you like to link your Oculus to Facebook?" And the big, huge button that said, "Yes." Right? And a little tiny text button that said, "No." So obviously, like take 6, I selected no. Then there was another one that said, "Well, okay for today, but on January 1st, 2023, you're going to have to. You're not going to have a choice. You're going to have to link your library to Facebook." So let's say I'm an Oculus user. I got 163 miles here, so let's just see what kind of time frame we got here. Hold on. "24 minutes. Let's start descending. So let's just see where we got to descend to. All right, let's see. I'll finish my rant in a second, guys. So we're going to go to we got to get to 5,200 feet, 5,176, but I'll say 52 so I can remember it. Which means I like to be at 3,000 above that. So 8,200. Our max peak is 10 here, right? So I'm going to go down to 12. We'll head down to 12. Let's see. Vertical speed, down. We'll go 1,000 feet per minute. Yeah, so, all right, so where the hell was I? So basically, let's say that I'm an avid Oculus user, which I am, but I didn't spend a lot of money on software. I probably spent like maybe $200 on software. And like a dope, okay, I bought it in the Oculus ecosystem rather than buying it in Steam VR. Now, I bought a lot of stuff in Steam VR, so most of my software is in Steam VR. So on January 1st, 2023, I am forced to link my, if I want to continue using a CV1 or a Rift S, I'm forced to connect my library to Facebook and forced to put myself in a position of A, being locked out of my software if Facebook decides that I've broken the terms of service, TOS, or B, completely lose my software library if I decide that I no longer want to be part of Facebook. I want to delete my Facebook account. That's the position I put myself in. So I've spent money on a Rift S, $600, whatever you spent, or a CV1. I've spent money on software, and at the click of the button, I'm locking it up. Who's going to do that? Who the hell is going to do that? You got to be dumb to do. No offense, guys, but you got to be stupid to do that. Seriously, you really got to be dumb to do that. It's nuts. It's not like the iPhone. All right, the iPhone. Yes, you have to agree to the terms of service of Apple to use that device. It's a different situation. Okay, Apple is not a social media platform. Okay, Apple is a device provider. Okay, it's a different thing, right? It's like I don't have a problem accepting Oculus's terms of service. They're a device provider. Okay, what's happening here is that Facebook is forcing their control over your social interaction on their platform, and they're tying it to your ability to use a device and software that you freaking paid for. Someone's got to do something about that. It's insane. Seriously. No kidding aside, and I get a little pushback from people on the VR Aviators group. Listen, you're entitled to your own opinion, but I got to tell you, if you're going to lock a big investment in software, and really, let's talk about the Quest 2, all right? You're spending $600 on the Quest 2, okay? By the time, or $550 by the time you're done with it, okay? So, I don't know. To me, it's just insane. It's just insane. I'm not going to lock myself and my investment up to at the behest of some person in Seattle who may not even be a U.S. citizen, okay, deciding whether or not my Facebook account is in compliance and have that control a $500 piece of hardware that I bought and hundreds of dollars in software that I bought. That's nuts. So, you know, Godspeed if you want to spend money on a Quest 2. But I think you'd be a lot better off buying an HP Reverb G2, okay, and keeping your device separate from your social your social media activity. It's nuts. Especially, you see what this company is doing to basically control what you see and hear and read. Seriously? No way. No way. I don't have that Facebook app on any device. No device. No mobile device. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but I do it through a Google Chrome and through a VPN, so that I provide as much security as possible and privacy as possible. You know, if you're one of these folks that says, "Oh, so what?" You know, if you're going to complain about it, you know, or a big deal, you know, I think you're missing the boat, and I think you're setting yourself up for down the road as things tighten up. Think about where we were 10 years ago and where we are now, and where we'll be in 10 years. I don't know. You got to protect your privacy, man. That's just my opinion. But anyway, rant over. You guys are pretty silent. So either you're just enjoying my rant, or you don't have it. What's your thoughts on it, man? Seriously, what's your thoughts on it? You know, it's funny because the morning that I remember the morning that I found out about Quest 2, I was actually questioning whether or not I should cancel my HP Reverb G2 order, because I said, wow, this is a cheaper device. It looks like it's got very similar capabilities. I can use this link cable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I started to dig a little deeper, okay? And the reality is, by the time you buy the special strap and you get the 256K version and you buy the link cable and it's going to cost you $550. So it's $50 less than a Reverb 2. The specs are, it's a single screen. It's nowhere near the same resolution as a G2. The IPD has 3 settings, okay? And you got to set it by moving the lenses. All right? On and on and on. Go to search the YouTube, look for the video from John Kamarack, who's the CTO of Oculus, Facebook Oculus, and just listen what he says about it. He's basically saying that it's not really ready for prime time. Okay, so Godspeed, but you'll never see me own one of those ever, and it's a shame. I could, prostitute myself out and buy a Quest 2 and create a bunch of content that people are going to want to see because a lot of people are buying it. I refuse to do it. Refuse to do it. If they called me up and said, here is a Quest 2, you can have it for free, I would say, no thanks. 100%. No thank you. You're right, Peter. It is BS. Anyway, I hope people really understand what they're getting into when they give their money over to Zuckerberg and Facebook to buy that device. I hope they really understand what they're doing. They're basically giving them camera access, a microphone access, spatial mapping access to your home. And oh, by the way, Quest 2 S has let's say they come out with, you don't think the next one is going to be eye tracking? We all know VR is moving towards eye tracking. And let me tell you about eye tracking, okay? Eye tracking is all, for the good use of eye tracking, okay, is that it becomes an input device that allows you to control software by the movement of your eyes. That's the positive spin on eye tracking. The negative spin on eye tracking is advertising, Because if they present an image to you and they track your eyes as you're looking at that image and where your eyes look at, they gather more information of how to advertise to you. Individualized advertisement. So they may present, you may fall into a percentage of people that always look at one particular color or one particular type of object or one particular area of the human body, whatever it is, okay? And if your parameters meet that, they're going to serve you an image that appeals to you based upon the information that they've gathered by tracking your eye movements. You don't believe me? I am telling you, I know people in that industry, and that's what they're doing. Okay? This is all about advertising. Facebook is all about, there's two things Facebook is about. One is getting you addicted to it, and the second is advertising to you once you're addicted. Those are the two primary objectives. Well, the other primary objective is controlling your is programming your opinion. That's the other one. Programming. It's interesting, like television. Like the reason why they use this goes back to the beginning of TV. When they started calling things programs. Now we call them shows. Okay, but they used to call it programming. Now back to our regular programming. Here are the programs we're going to have. Why do you think they call it programs? Program, because they're programming the audience. Program. Look it up. Look up programming, what it means. So, Facebook is about programming you, figuring out how you buy, getting you addicted to them so they can sell you more and sell more ads to their customers. That's what it's about. And also force an opinion on you politically so that they can advance their cause. These are very smart people. That's why I don't have Facebook apps on my phones and my iPad. And I'll never put it. I'll never, like when the Facebook VR world came out, I didn't even look at it. I had no interest in it. Thought about it for a second, said no way. When I saw Zuckerberg and his wife demoing it at their UserCon or whatever it was, their dev conference, the first time they demoed that, it looked so cool and everything, and I was kind of like caught up in it. And I said, you know something? No way. I don't want them knowing where I am in my house or who I'm talking to. Or, are you kidding me? Pfft, nuts. Apple, like them or not, if you read their terms of service and their commitment to privacy, they do have policies for personal data and protection of personal data. They really do. Facebook would whore your data out to anybody who's going to pay for it. Those are the differences between Apple and Facebook. Not that Apple is a saint. Apple's got a lot of issues. By the way, I think we should probably get ready to land here. All right, so I'm going to come down to 10K. This was a good chat. See, you guys got me going. Exactly. I won't buy any products that I can't fix or manage myself. 100% agree with you. Yeah, well, listen, I do have opinions like everybody else, but you know what they say about opinions, right? Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. But I'm trying to, my opinion, you may not agree with me. I'm trying to help people understand because maybe they'll think about it because, you buy into that Facebook terms of service. Forget it, dude. And I was thinking about this too. I will bet that within the next 2 to 3 years, Facebook comes out with their own phone. I would bet that Facebook becomes a communications provider. Mark my words on this, all right? They're going to become a communications provider where they will link voice, data, and video conferencing, voice, text, and conferencing into one single device. All right? And that device will be portable. It'll be a phone. It's not going to be an Apple phone. It's going to be a Facebook phone. It's going to be bound by the Facebook's terms of service. Okay? And you'll be able to use that phone to very easily talk to someone, chat with someone, video conference with someone, or post on your bloody Facebook narcissistic news group, news feed. All right? That's what's going to happen. My opinion. Facebook phone. They're coming out with you don't think that? I mean, it's the next progression. If someone at Facebook isn't thinking about that, I'll eat my hat. Well, sorry, Alan. They're gonna cancel me. But I mean, isn't it natural? Like, they got all the money in the world. You don't think they're gonna partner? They're gonna resell some sort of. They're not gonna build their own towers. Okay, 5G comes out. They're not gonna build their own towers. They're gonna partner with some, T-Mobile or somebody, and they're gonna come out with the Facebook phone. They're going to have the Facebook phone, and they're going to have the Facebook iPad, the Facebook Pad. Okay? They already have that dopey thing that they use for conferencing. So that's step one. Step two is a mobile device that is a competition with Apple. Okay? And the whole idea will be that you use this one device to control your whole world, and you're connected to the Facebook T's and C's. And by the way, they have everything they want about you. Everything. Who you're talking to, what you've said, your videos, what you look like in the morning, what you look like in the afternoon, on and 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 on. No, thank you. No, thank you. Think we're too low? Ooh, we are low. But I think we'll be okay. I think I actually have to get up here a little bit here. The Facebook phone. And that's what they call it. They call it Facebook phone. I'm surprised they didn't call the Quest Facebook. They get rid of Oculus and just call it Facebook Quest. That's what it is. It's not Oculus. It's not Oculus. And by the way, how long do you think before they build a phone into your VR headset? They want to be your complete communications connection to everything in the world and all the people that you communicate with. That's what they want to do. Or the Facebook AR glasses, right? Just like Google glasses, but Facebook. Right? See, Google's huge, but they missed the mark with their failed attempt at going after a social media platform. They missed that mark. They probably could have beat Facebook if they appealed to people that didn't want to get locked in to terms of services and all that. But they screwed it up, and they didn't. It wasn't, just was not usable. Yeah, it's a complete joke. It's a joke. They're sucking people in. And the whole thing stems from addiction. Okay? again, my humble opinion, you guys could disagree with me. People are addicted. A lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people are addicted to this idea of, in their mind, thinking that other people care about their opinions about something, and nobody gives a shit. Like, people don't give a shit about my opinion. I don't think people care about my opinion. I don't think for a second that people care about my opinion. I'm stating my opinion to maybe help people if they tend to agree with me. But on Facebook, people whistle in the wind with their opinions about this or about that. It's basically a complete narcissistic platform. And that's the addiction. People are addicted to the act of thinking that people care about what they have to say. That's the whole crux of Facebook. That's how they suck people in. The people are addicted to that feeling that when I post an opinion about a subject, people actually care about what I have to say. Because, I mean, one of the basic human needs is affiliation, right? Affiliation and acceptance. Those are like basic human needs if you look up human needs, right? So acceptance and affiliation. That's what Facebook, that's how they make, that's their bread and butter. You don't want to miss my wife's gigs. Well, I'm in the band too, so supposedly. But we're still trying to put that together. She's doing really well, man. She's like, I was listening to her last night. She had a lesson last night. She's like, we're learning some complicated stuff, which is awesome. We're due to jam tonight, so. And my son was actually home earlier this week. He's a pro musician. Wait, do I have to land here soon? 32 miles. All right, we got a little time. Yeah, so we had a nice jam session. It was awesome. It was awesome. You'll buy tickets to the family gig. Yeah, I have a feeling that it would be free, Bruce. But we're getting about 20 tunes down, so it's pretty cool, you know. Hey, listen, if anything, it's something that we can do together, which is awesome, you know. It's awesome. I mean, I don't have to say how much I adore her, so her having this has really given her a lot of joy, which is, and she's coming up on 2 years now. And it was funny, we were driving, and we went for a Sunday drive a couple weeks ago, and I looked at her, I'm like, you know, you're a musician now. She's like, really? I said, yeah. She goes, well, you've been playing for so long. I said, yeah, but 2 years, and you can play 20 tunes. You're a musician. She's like, wow, I never really thought about that. I said, yeah, you're a musician. It's awesome. Yeah, you're right. And that's the biggest problem, Alan. Like, let's say you and I have a differing opinion, right? To me, that's a cherished thing. The cherished thing is that you and I can sit down, have a beer, have a cognac, have a tequila, or just have a glass of water, and have a civil discussion about why I feel a certain way, or about why you feel a certain way. And we can agree to disagree, or we can say to each other, you know, I really don't want to talk about that. Okay. But today, we have people forcing you to think a certain way. And if you don't think a certain way, you are this label, or you are that label. Are you kidding me? Okay? Now, I don't have an affiliation with any presidential candidate. I'll tell you that right now. All right? I'm a moderate. I'm a moderate. I'm in the middle. Okay? I choose. I'm very logical about who I choose. All right? To vote for, and it's based upon their ability to do the job. That's how I focus it. It's very matter of fact. Okay? If I decided to vote for, let's say, Trump, and I announced I'm voting for Trump, I know for a fact I would have even friends that would have a label for me. Now, I'm not saying I am, I'm not saying I'm not, I'm making an example, right? They would label me as something because of my decision to vote for somebody. Are you kidding me? That's insane. And same thing if I voted for Biden. Certain people in the world would label me a certain way if I voted for Biden. Labeled. You're labeled. What? That's ridiculous. When you really come down to it, you're voting for a politician because you want them to spend the money that you send to Washington in a responsible way. That's why, to me, that's why, one of the biggest reasons why you vote for a politician. Yes, there's social issues and you want people to be equal. Of course, everyone should be equal, you know. But for someone to label you because you have an opinion about a policy, what the hell has the world come to? I mean, give me a break. Grow the hell up. And don't force your opinions on other people. Unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I think now I can come down to like 10,000. Well, if you have a Pearl drum set, get it out, dude. Jam it. Come on. Totally good with political stance until they think of healthcare workers or other innocents getting harmed by lack of care. Well, yeah, of course, that's something that no one wants to see. Of course. The problem is, world is not a perfect place, and every single person in the world can't have the optimal situation. It just doesn't work that way. We all have periods of time when we go through strife, when we go through, when we suffer. That's just the way it is. You're never going to be in a situation where everyone is not suffering. It's not going to happen. It's just the way the world works, okay? The way luck works, the way variance works. Someone is always going to be suffering. As bad as that is, someone is always going to be suffering. All right? So, all you can do is try to make it so that there's a high probability that people won't suffer. I don't know what else you can do. You can't guarantee that everybody is not going to suffer. You just can't. It's just impossible. I don't know. And like this whole thing about, if you watch the debate between the two of them talking about who's responsible for COVID, are you kidding me? No one's responsible for COVID. It's a virus, okay, that you have no control over. And then all this Monday morning quarterbacking. I mean, I remember back in March when the governors of New Jersey and the governors of New York and the governor of California were praising the White House in the way they were handling it, okay? They were praising them. Now, it's a problem because there's an election. So, I mean, you can go back on YouTube, and I'm sure you could find Gavin Newsom praising Trump in the White House in the way they were helping California. I remember watching him say that. Now, all of a sudden, everybody did it wrong. I mean, come on. It's not, this isn't Biden's fault. This isn't Trump's fault. It's a virus. Okay? They use it as a political football to try to sway people's opinions and try to scare people. It's just, to me, it's despicable. But, all right, off of politics. I normally don't talk about stuff like that. But I guess because, we're in a situation where you got a lot of opinions flying around. You know what they say, like I said, you know what they say about opinions. I don't expect anybody to agree with me. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. I'm very practical. Okay, like I said, I think that people just need to be smart about their choices. Okay, And also, you can't rely on other people to get you out of your misery. You got to get yourself out of your own misery. And the people that, I think people that practice that are the ones that are going to, oh,
Autopilot. Landing gear.
man, we are,
Landing gear.
this is going to be,
Landing
I'm going to have to
Landing
come around
gear.
here.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
I'm going to have to circle around here. Anyway, back to flight simulation. Let's get off the politics. I agree with you. Let's get off the politics, though. Sorry if I bummed people out with that. Yeah, so I guess I should have figured out that 6 miles would not be a long enough approach here. So we're gonna keep it around 230. I got 74 Victor in my rear view mirror there, so we're gonna have to whip around here. And give her a, hopefully, we'll be able to pick this thing up. There's not too many other airports in this area. Yeah, let's fly, brother. All right, this might be a little dicey here, guys, but we should be okay. What I learned the last time is we want to be about 150, so.
Wind 270 at 3 knots.
500.
Oh, I don't like landing this plane.
Landing time logged. Landed at 74 Victor.
Well, a little
Roosevelt
off the
Mike.
track, but not too bricky. Yeah, exactly. Learn and enjoy the time spent. And money in this case, yes. The thing about it is, dude, this is the way I look at it. Okay? When you get to my age... hold on, let me get this...
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in OnAir company.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Hey, Fran, how you doing? Thank you for the stick of butter there, dude. Appreciate that. All right, let's see how we did here. Give me a second here. Where's OnAir? Let's see how we did here. So, all right. So we finished our flight. We got 187 XP. Mission XP at 20. We increased our reputation, so I guess the landing wasn't too bad. All right. Put a little wear and tear on the engine. And we completed this flight for the VR Aviation group. So if we go back to there, they need to have a way to be able to flip back and forth much faster. So if we look at, I guess we'll look at income, cargo services. There we go, 86K. Nice. We completed that guy, and which was nice. So let's see. We've got. I know we have another. I guess we could take this other one back. Let's take a look. What I was saying before, I don't know if I completed my my sentence, but let's. Oh, we're done. We're still unloading. When you get to my age and you have more time behind you than you have in front of you, you try to make the most of every day. That's the way I look at it, you know? I try to make the most of every day. I think that's super important. All right, so while we're waiting for this, let's go to this, and we got this little job here to get us back to Santa Fe and make us 42K. So we're gonna go. Let me pull this up here. So we're gonna go 74V to KSAF. Santa Fe Municipal, 337 miles. We're going to go fly right over the Rockies. And let's just check out this airport here. This is an interesting one. What's our best approach? Longest runway is that way, I think. So let's try to see if we can approach that way. I'd like to have a little bit more than 7 miles. Namby. All right, we'll take Namby. Maybe we'll go Namby, and then we'll go. That's B-cut. That looks like a good one. Halfway there. Yeah, the beacon. The white beacon. All right, cool. So let's see. So that's going to be our flight back. We'll maintain. We'll fly the same 25K and have a nice view of the Rockies. Let's see. We're going to fly over the heart of the Rockies here. Right there. Boom. I think actually Telluride's around here. Right. We're going to fly right over. There's Telluride. We're going to go right over Telluride. If you live to be 94. Yeah. Hope you do. Hope you do. All right, so that's going to be our flight plan. Let's see. We're going to get over here. We're going to get over here. And we're going to load up that guy. 337 miles, so we're going to have to add some fuel. So let's go with might as well load her all the way up. All right, 39.43. That's going to be the max we can do here, probably. Yep. 39.487. Beautiful. We're going to be fully loaded, heavy load. That'll give us 570 for 337, so plenty of fuel. Yeah, so confirm and go. And we're flying to Santa Fe, KSAF. So we'll wait for that to load up. Got a few minutes of that cargo to load. Yeah, I like that guy. I like that icon, that Marshall icon. It's pretty cool. But anyway. Do I know about X-Plane 12 debut? Yeah, so I wouldn't hold my breath for that, Fran. I don't think you're going to see that. I mean, they haven't had any whiff of any public discussion really about it. So I would sense that you'll start to see, if Laminar starts to talk about it publicly, then you're probably like 6 to 8 months away kind of thing, you know? I mean, I could tell you on very good, reliable information that I know for a fact they're working on it, okay? And they've got big, big plans. I don't know what those plans are, okay? I'm not going to insinuate that I know what the plans are, but I know they're working on it. And I was told that I could say that they are working on it by someone who can authorize saying that, so you can make of that what you like. No, they haven't closed shop. Seriously? You think there's no way, dude? Trust me when I tell you that Laminar's customer base is they have a high commercial customer base, and they have a huge X-Plane commercial base. And by the way, because of their ecosystem, when people are selling Flight Factor and all those other third-party planes, they're getting pieces of that. So Laminar is fine. I would venture to say that we'll probably start seeing alpha testing, which hopefully I'll be part of. We'll start seeing alpha testing for X-Plane 12. I would say maybe this is my guess, complete wild-ass guess, all right? I would say mid next year, probably. I wouldn't expect it any sooner than that. But they are fine. You know, they're a much smaller company than Microsoft and Asobo. And, you know, they still have the market on study-level flight simulation, okay? If you are going to... Yeah, I think 2021. If you're going to... they have commercial accounts that are using X-Plane 11 for simulation for training, all right? No, there's no commercial accounts using FS 2020. Absolutely 100% none. It can't because it's not reliable. Maybe someday it will. But they haven't even broached that, okay? So... they're a solid company. They're not going anywhere. X-Plane 11 isn't going anywhere. It's going to advance. And I think it's going to be... my guess is that they will rival, if not exceed, FS 2020. Because you got to remember, when they first came out, they exceeded FSX. Absolutely exceeded FSX, which was this flight simulator of choice when they came out, okay? Rest assured, my opinion, that they will do the same. All right, so let's see. We're going to go flight, right? Everything's checking out. Start tracking.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay. All right, so let's close that out. Oh, we should have set all this crap up, right? So we're going to go altitude at 25K. And we're going to go nav on the flight director. We're going to go vertical speed. We'll go, let's just go at 1,500 feet per minute. And we've got that armed. We should be good to go. Let's get the hell out of here. Uh-oh, I hope I have enough runway. Shit, I forgot to turn around and... Oh, hold on. I forgot. I got a taxi. Give myself more runway. Well, let's just take off this way and we could turn around. Good thing I caught that. The turning ratio on this is pretty bad. Hold on. Although I am starting to get the hang of it. Oops. See that? One little one. I barely touched the rudder pedals. All right, let's get our speed up here. 128 and rotate. Come on. Get off the ground.
Airborne time.
You're going 150 miles an hour. Get off the goddamn ground. Or 150 knots, not miles an hour.
Landing gear.
Gear up.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Flaps up. All right, autopilot on. See how we always dip before you go up? Why aren't we going up? I guess we are going up. All right, let me just lower that throttle a little bit. Okay, so I forgot to hit. Why aren't we picking up the nav? What? Oh shit. Damn it. I forgot to damn it. All right, let me do active pause here. See if I could I forgot to set my flight plan. Darn it. Origin 74 V destination K SAF. I forgot to set my damn flight plan. Waypoints NAM where is it? BE and waypoints CFFDN, and that's it. Home. All right, we should be good to go now. Let's hope that active pause doesn't stall me. Yep, look at that. See that? Active pause is lame. active pause is lame. All right, let's get autopilot on, and we should be good to go now. Why are we going so... What? What? What?
Autopilot.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this plane. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to level it off here. I'm just hand flying here to get to some semblance of some semblance of control. For some reason, it's got me going down. Okay, so we have some semblance of control now. Nav is on. All right. Vertical speed is on. Let's see what happens when we hit autopilot. Is it going to go up? No, it's going down. Why is it going down? What? It's going down now. So it went down. Now it's going down minus 1700. It says, what is it doing? I just toggled vertical speed. And what the hell? What the hell? All right, let's set the altitude. All right. So now it seems like it needs to go down. Let's see if we can get the autopilot to level out. Okay. We don't have a level button here, but let's just see. Let's just see. I just hit altitude, right? Let's just see if we can get it to level out at 92. Okay. So we should be holding 92 right now, right? And we're trying to get back on our GPS, so we're heading to. We're doing okay there. Okay, so now let's just change our altitude to 20,000. All right, so I'm going to change my altitude to 20. Let's just say 22,000. All right, so then I'm going to go vertical speed. This is how it should operate: vertical speed, and I'm going to go up. See if it works this time. All right, it's going up now. So here we're in a situation where the autopilot has a complete mind of its own. I'm asking for 1200, it's going up 950. I don't have any flaps or the wheels are up. Now it's going to 1,000. But did you see what I had to go through to get things reset? Holy Christ. What a joke. Do I think add-ons for X-Plane 11 bought would be allowed to port? I have no idea, Fran. I have no idea. Probably, I don't even know. My guess is that if you bought an add-on, Like let's say you bought the Torque Sim SR22 for X-Plane 11. I would say you probably have to buy the new version for X-Plane 12, or maybe they'd have an upgrade. I don't really know. I think each third party is going to have a different way of handling it. Peter says, so far I personally prefer X-Plane over MFS, but may change as they fix their bugs. Yeah, okay, I get you. I hear you. Active pause. Yes, active slingshot. Exactly. Active slingshot. That's good, man. Well, we seem to be on some semblance of control now. That was bizarre. The active pause screwed everything up. I forgot to put in the flight plan. So I went to enter the flight plan on the fly. I guess maybe if I cycled Flight Director, like turned it off and then turned it back on, that probably would have been the best thing to do. But, you know, maybe there's cockpit error there. I don't know. But it just seemed to me like in other planes, everything I did there would have worked. It wouldn't have, like, caused the plane to drop at 4,000 feet per minute under autopilot when you're telling it to go up. I don't know. Pretty strange. Oh, it's just craziness. You know, you think with how crazy the world is, that Microsoft and Asoba would give us some solace to have a nice, reliable, comfortable area to go to, you know? Oh, nice. Thanks, Diesel. Comfy. That would defeat the purpose of corporate America and Europe. Yeah, they don't want us comfortable, right, Ed? Is that what you're saying? They don't want us comfortable. I think I lost a lot of viewers with my my political, either that or people that don't really care too much about flight simulation this morning. They're worried about other stuff. Ed, how you doing? How are things down by Galloway? Yeah, I think I had a lot more watching before I started ranting a little bit about policy, which it goes against my my personal what's the filters or whatever about streaming. I don't want to alienate anybody. because this is supposed to be about having fun with flight simulation, Yeah, I appreciate that, Ed. But anyway, so that was an interesting little phase there. Like when I was going through with the autopilot. I mean, seriously, did you guys were watching? Did you see anything? Did I do anything wrong there aside from hit the active pause because I messed up and forgot to put the 1800 watchers? What? You mean maybe 18? Personal mantras, yes. My personal mantra is actually much deeper than that. My personal mantra is, if you'd like to know what it is, I'll tell you what it is. Treat people the way you want to be treated, but also have a good understanding of how you want to be treated. So it's kind of like the golden rule with an amendment. You will. Yeah, the similar problem. No idea why. No idea why. Just, Yeah, things are great with us. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that. You got half of them signed up, nearly 1K. Oh, you talking about new subscribers to the channel? Or to your channel? I'm confused, Bruce. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's great. Yesterday I took a day off from work and all I did was play my guitar pretty much all day, which was awesome. My fingers hurt, but that's all right. I literally played for about 7 hours yesterday. Yeah, I don't want to make this about ranting though, dude. It's supposed to be about tech and flight sim and all that stuff, That's what it's supposed to be about. I guess we all can't help a little bit of the ranting. Yeah, no, I know. I could see those stats. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, when I started the stream there, I think I had... I think I had like about 18 people watching or 16 people watching. So I'm wondering if it went down when I started yapping about a little bit of politics, Yeah, we're approaching 15,000 subscribers, which is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. If you take a look at this, I think I've had this channel for almost 10 years. It's funny when I go back on and look at like the first videos I've ever did, how lame I was. The way the presentation was awful. I mean, one of the reasons why I did this channel was because I'm in sales and it helps with your the gift of gab, I guess, The other reason was things that I was trying to figure out technically. I figured if I documented them with video, if I ever forgot, I can go back and watch them. Oh, this is This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're heading to Santa Fe Airport. We're heading to Santa Fe. Xbox release. I'm not sure. I don't really follow that. Do I play on cell phone or laptop? No. No. I mean, I think you can run MFS on a laptop if it's powerful enough. You got a good, powerful enough CPU and GPU. It's, you know, gaming level type laptop, you know, but mostly it's like a PC based. They are coming out with an Xbox version. I don't know when. Oh, I got you. Sorry, yeah. Get that question all the time. When is the Xbox version coming out? No new word on that, Bruce. I read that someone posted that they got a letter saying that it was delayed. I haven't seen anything like that, so from the place that I ordered mine from, I'm still expecting to get mine in early November. Hopefully that means it was, yes, I totally get it, Ed. Sorry. A little slow on the uptake sometimes there. Sorry. Yeah, they said early to mid-November for those that order before September 24th, which I did. So I'm anxious to get my hands on it. I'll let you in on a little secret since there's only 9 people watching. I did my research about selling the CV1, which I'm going to be doing. And you're much better off if you own a CV1 breaking it up and selling it in piece parts. Like the Oculus CV1 cable alone will sell, I think I saw it for like $150 just for the cable. There's people that are keeping their CV1s, right? And, you know, I have 3 sensors, so I'll sell them separately. I'll try to break it up in piece parts as best I can, because I think that's the best way to get the most out of it. And I figured out if I did that, I could probably sell it all for about $400, so that pretty much, you know, covers 2/3 of the cost of the G2, which means it's a $200 upgrade, which ain't too bad when you really think about it. $200 upgrade to leading edge VR, leading edge consumer VR. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I got mine through Connections too, and I got a letter a bit ago. Right, I got an email as well, and it said early November. But yeah, so that's how I kind of justified it. So like, I'm going to be selling it in piece parts. Now the sound doesn't work on my Oculus anymore. There's a little issue with the, you know, there's like all connections in the strap and stuff to each of the ears, and I think they just over time they just broke off. It's 4 years old, for crying out loud, you know. So, you know, sell it for piece parts, and hopefully if I could raise $350, $400, that covers a large part of the reverb. But I'm looking forward to the reverb. Listen, I'm not expecting it to be a frustration-free migration. I expect there to be frustration. But that said, I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to move to that Reverb G2 platform from CV1 and Rift S because of what's happening with Facebook and Oculus and all that. I think a lot of people are going to be moving to that platform because its price point, it's got, you know, it rivals the Index, all et cetera, et cetera. So I would say that from a content creator perspective, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for folks like me that are, you know, going to be using it. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's a anytime you have a new piece of tech to kind of like explore, it's a cool thing, you know. But yeah, so that's that should be fun. Bidding for a fuel tank for your Ford. What kind of Ford? What kind of Ford? Is there anybody here that has a Reverb 1? Generation 1? If so, I have a question for you. Oh, your motorhome. Cool. So you're an RV person. Yeah, so it's interesting because my wife and I are thinking about dipping our toe into the RV world. Well, you have a motorhome, so I guess it's a big one, right? I'm just gonna see what the Ford. Yeah, let me just see what the E450. Okay, so I see. Here, let me pull this up here. So like this, let's see, motorhome. So like something, let me just pull up an image here. You got one too, Bruce? So do you have something like this there, Ed? Like this guy right here? I don't want to bring up, like this guy right here, this Tioga? Because that's what we were thinking about, something like that. You know, I don't want anything that's like a big old bus kind of thing. Oh, you guys are all like RV guys. That's awesome. That's awesome because I got like tons of questions about that. Oh, I got tons of questions about that because we're really thinking about getting one. So I mean, I don't want like this kind of deal. You know, like an actual like bus kind of deal because I want to be able to. I don't want to have to tow a car. I want something small that the two of us can, you know. So is it 26 feet?
Welcome to Zoomer's RV. Today we have for sale a 2002 Fleetwood Tioga model 26Q. This unit.
You know what, Ed? We could talk offline. Let's connect on Discord, my Discord. Because to me, the most important thing, I mean, there's a lot to think about, okay? But to me, the most important thing is the engine, right? The type of engine in this thing. So you would go with something that has like a Ford E450 in it? Man, you guys are all RV people. That's awesome. This looks like a pretty nice one. See, I mean, this is all we want, like just for me and my wife. You know, a decent sized bedroom, enough storage, you know, because most of the time you're doing it in the summertime. It has to have air conditioning, you know, has to be secure, enough space where we're comfortable. It doesn't have to be huge and massive. Like this one looks really nice. You know, I don't want to spend, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, I want, you know, something like this. This looks like something that would be perfect for us. You know, 26-foot Tioga. 2002. Let's see what that goes for. Like a 26-foot 2002 Tioga. Let's just see what that goes for. Oh, so there's like price guides. Ah, not a price guide. Gotcha. This is make an offer. I mean, what does something like that go for? Just curious. It's got 31,000 miles on it, which is probably nothing. What does this go for? Just curious. That's like, this seems like it would be perfect for us. No, no, no. I'm not going to make any offers. I'm just, I'm just like thinking about it, That's a queen size, I guess, or is that a full? I want at least a queen size. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make an offer. And this has a decent sized bathroom, which is what you need, right? This actually looks really nice. Yeah, see, I don't want to get a special license, right? I just want to be able to, jump in it and go. This seems a little tight. That area, the eating area, seems a little tight. Like this looks a little tight right there. See this good pic. See that just seems a little tight. Like, really? Like, I'm like kind of a big guy. Like, I'm not going to be able to fit in there. Yeah, no, for this one, I know you don't need one. But don't you need one for like one of those like class, what they call it, Class A or Class C, whatever the hell it is? The ones that are basically like buses that are converted. You need that kind of license, right? You need a special license to drive that, right? Yeah, I really don't want to talk on Discord right now, Ed, because I'm in the stream and I don't want to alienate other people, But I'll definitely talk offline with you about it when the time. Like, this kind of thing looks perfect to me. This kind of thing looks really cool. But yeah, my wife is really, like, she's really into this. Like, she's like, oh, we got to do this, And I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of like hesitant about it, but it looks pretty cool. But it's good to know that you guys are into that. So as if I start to pursue it, then, if I got questions, I can bounce it off you guys, You need space for grandkids. Yeah, I guess that's probably a good consideration. That's for sure. Ed, let's connect, and at some point you and I will talk for sure. That's for sure. But I appreciate you offering to help. I certainly do. But yeah, it's oh, here we go. We're starting to oscillate again. Oh, look at that. I guess we're right over. Oh, there's Telluride. Oh, let's look down. There's Telluride right there. There's Telluride. Good timing, eh? Ed, let's just let's IM on. Well, I am on Discord. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a time to talk. Okay, I appreciate it. I really do. Porpoising like SeaWorld, yeah. But I watched that show on what show is it? What channel is it? Discover America, whatever. I watched the RV shows on there. You know, the ones when they pick 3 RVs. You know they are. You know, like before the show, they have already picked the one. It's just the BS. It's a promotion for the RV world, but I just think it's actually. It just seems like a cool. It's like a cool thing, you know. You just pick a week and say, "Oh, let's go." Like I have this thing, like I want to visit as many baseball stadiums in the country as I can. I'd love to do that. Like just go to a game. I kind of like don't care where I sit as long as it's a decent seat. I don't want to sit like way up in nosebleeds, but as long as it's a decent seat, I kind of don't care where I sit. And I'd like to visit every baseball park in the country, which would be kind of cool. The only way to do that is RV, right? Map out a, map out a route and drive the route and figure it out, you know. But by the same token, then I say to myself, well, you know, I really want to get my pilot's license. So for like $50K, I can buy a Cessna 172, you know. But you know, like, there you go, Ed, the nicest people in campgrounds. So it's more about, like, meeting cool people and stuff. You know, down to earth, you know, civilized, nice Americans that are all looking to do the same thing. Just enjoy life and relax and stuff, you know. Yeah, we will, Ed, for sure. Don't worry about it. We definitely will. Okay, we definitely will. Let's just IM and we'll figure out a time to chat and stuff. Yeah, so, and I was actually thinking about if we were to do that, if my wife and I were to do that, you know, to basically chronicle it and, you know, make it part of YouTube and all that, people that we meet, places that we go, kind of thing like that. But anyway, yeah, it's cool that you guys, I mean, let's see, 1, 2, I guess 3 of you guys are into them, which is pretty cool. It's a big thing. I know it's very popular, and I know obviously because, you know, I mean, Marcus Lemonis made his life off of Camping World, made his fortune off of Camping World, right? And it's a massive, massive industry. There is a Camping World in New Jersey down on 295, pretty far down. Maybe, I guess, closer to you, Ed. It's like, you know, it's probably like about 30 miles from Delaware Memorial Bridge. There's a Camping World somewhere down there on 295. 195? Yeah, 295. Which I've never been to, and I'm not sure if that's the best place to buy one. I would guess that you got to be careful there, but Traveling Robert. Let me check him out. See, so I don't forget. Let me just look right now. Traveling Robert. Let's see. Yeah, I know Lakewood's got a big traveling. Oh, hold on. Robert. Oh, yeah, cool. 154,000 subscribers. Yeah, they're over. I would guess that they're overpriced. You know, any mainstream place like that is going to be. Oh, I see. He does live streams. Gotcha. He's got a. No, let me show you what I'm looking at. He tows. He's got a tower, right? Which I guess has its advantages, but that means you got to buy a truck, which I don't have a truck, so I kind of like the idea of the all-in-one thing, you know. And he's a guitar player. Nice. All right, cool. Thank you. I just subscribed to him, so check that out. Tag-alongs, right, or travel trailers, yeah. Probably not what I'd be looking at. I'd be more looking at like that 26-footer, the Tioga, something like that. See, what we were thinking about doing first is renting, because there's a lot of places here that we can rent. Rent one for a week, you know, and just pick a couple places to go, maybe like in Western PA or like, you know, maybe a little further out. Oh, cool. Well, I would definitely be bringing my guitar for sure. But yeah, so we were thinking about renting one just to try it out, to see if it's something that we would want to do, you know. I think that's the best first step. Rent one for a week, plan out where you're going to go, you know, and try it out, see if it's something that you want to do. And yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're not great, but you know, I would, you know, going into that, if you're going to buy one, you're going to buy one that's set up the way you want it, right? But I think the experience, though, I think it's a good idea to rent and try before you invest and buy, right? So, because we want to make sure that the lifestyle is something that we want to, you know, get into. You know what I mean? So I mean, I think that's a good first step. Rent it, try it out, see if it's something that we want to try out and get into, and then. No, I'm not near Cape May at all. I'm more Central Jersey. But yeah, so we were thinking, actually we almost did it one year. But now that our kids are older, it's like, you know, it's more like something that we want to do. All right, so let's see. Let me just see. $100 miles. All right, cool. So 100 miles to Nambi. Let's see, we got our... what are we doing in Nambi? Let's just make sure, refresh myself. So we're coming in here through Los Alamos. So we want to be... This is 8,000 right here. This is 8,500, so 9,000. Our landing is at 6,300. 6,400, so 9,400, so 10,000. All right, so we're gonna come down to 10K. Probably when we're about. Well, I guess we could probably start getting down now. All right, let's just see. 96. Yeah, 14 minutes. We gotta slow her up, and we gotta get her down. So we're gonna come down. Let's go down to 11K. Hopefully the autopilot will properly work here. We'll go down at 1,200 feet per minute. Slow her up here. I'm not really in the New Brunswick area, but I can get to that area. But yeah, I mean, don't you think it's a good idea to rent one first and try it out to see if it's a lifestyle that we want to do? I just think that makes sense, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I can't really say exactly where I live, but I have access to put it this way. I could travel anywhere in New Jersey. Let's put it that way. Or even PA, right? Does MFS have a procedure setting? Yeah, it does. This plane has an approach. The problem, Fran, is that you can't really trust it. I mean, if you go down here and you look at the MFD, it does have procedures, okay? Partial arrival approach. But at this point, you know, I've tried it a few times, and you just really can't trust it. You know, sometimes the procedures work properly, sometimes they throw it. Yes, Rahway. I know where that place is. That's where they filmed Scared Straight, the original movie Scared Straight. They filmed it at Rahway. Yeah, so I just don't trust the procedures, especially in this plane. But yeah, it's X-plane. They work without a problem. I've had no problems using those in X-plane. So Diesel, you're an RV person. So Ed, Diesel, Bruce, you three guys are all RV people. That's awesome. So here's the thing too, like with 5G, that makes RVing like even better because you're going to be able to. I mean, 5G isn't spread out all over the country yet, but as it starts to spread, now you're going to be able to like access streaming services, you know, anywhere via 5G, right? Which is awesome. Although, you know, I would sense that if you're on vacation and you're, you know, at a campground, you kind of like trying to get away from the television anyway, right? But you need, you know, internet access is important. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense to rent first, you know? And if I look, I'm just going to look here in my area, RV rental. I'm not going to show you guys because then it'll give you guys a clue. But there's one, two. Let's see, what's this place? There's a bunch of places around me. Yeah, there's actually one like really close to me. And they have some pretty nice ones actually. This place. They got the mega ones. Oh, that's not what I want. They got those mega ones that are like $1,000 a day. That's not what I want. The fifth wheel is basically a large tow behind, right? Basically. Yeah, back of a truck, right, exactly. $38 feet. That's big. Yeah, I've seen some of those on the shows, man. They're pretty amazing. So Cruise America, I guess, is one that's looks like it's. I mean, it's not close to me, but they look like they have the type that I'd be looking at. Cruise America. Yeah, they won't give you pricing. So Cruise America. Watch the movie RV and I'll see what I'm in for. What do you mean, man? As far as renting or just like getting involved with it? There's a movie called RV. Is that on Netflix or something? Or oh, with Robin Williams. Okay. Anything he does is awesome. I guess I gotta watch that. It's on Amazon Prime. All right, cool. I'm gonna watch that. All right, let me just make a note of that. All right, coming down to 12K here. 45 miles out. All right, I made a note to watch that. I can get it on Prime. Ooh. So yeah, like this is this is one that looks like you can rent from Cruise America. Check it out. This looks pretty nice, man. That's like a nice dining area. I guess can I go? Pretty small bathroom area. Well, I'll check this out at some other time, but anyway. Anyway, walking, talking RV guys. Well, the other quick question has maintenance. Like, I guess they all have like you want a generator in it, right? At least a small generator, right? So that's pretty easy. That's a gasoline generator that I guess it feeds off the same tank as the truck itself. So you got your normal wear and tear maintenance and stuff, right? So for like a 26-footer, 30-footer, what do you think you're talking about in maintenance per year? Honda 2000, yeah, that's all you need. It depends. All right. I mean, these are not diesel, right? These are like gasoline engines, right? Not diesel, or no? I'm not mechanically inclined at all. My son is, but I'm not. So I would have to rely on a shop to do it. I would say probably a gas one, I would guess. Yeah, I mean, like you said, it depends on how much you use it, I guess, you know. $4,000 kilowatt. Yeah. I mean, what do you have to power, right? You got to power your refrigerator. Cab over RCs. Okay. All right, so about 10 miles per gallon. Well, you burn a lot of gas, man. Get something to tow. It's here. Okay. Kate and Nate and YouTube, great videos of RVing. All right, look at them up too. Kate and Nate. Kate and Nate. They got almost 2 million subscribers. Wow. Oh, they're like van life people. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to subscribe to that. All right, I guess we're doing the oscillation here again. Let me just get her down to 10K. Your fridge AC, right. Oh, you don't want, okay, you don't want the AC running. But the AC is going to run off the engine, not the generator, right? I mean, my guess is your generator is going to be running to run the refrigerator and, you know, outlets for like your computers and shit like that, you know, microwave. Don't buy anything from Thor Industry, all right? All right, so we're coming into this was a very enlightening stream, guys. I got to tell you. It was enlightening for me. I appreciate, you know, my wife's going to be happy because she is very interested in getting an RV. Very, very, very interested. Oh, right. So you can plug in. Oh, like a boat. I used to be a boat owner. So basically, you have the ability to plug in your electricity, right, to an outside external source at the campground, and you're probably paying for that, right? You got to pay an electrical fee. So what is that like? I don't know, whatever that costs you. Class C. So that's what I'm looking for, Class C. Yeah, I've heard that term before. Yeah, because I remember like when I had the boat, you hook up, you plug in, You got your, you got all your stuff. So that's basically the same thing. So you really, you don't need a generator unless you're in a campground that doesn't have the shore power, right? All right, that's cool. $5 a day is nothing. Gotcha. Really? It's like a boat? Are you serious? That much money? Because when I owned the boat, man, it was like you had to winterize the thing. Every year, like at least one $1,500 thing broke. You know. All right. Well, I guess you got to. I guess that's part of it. Like you said, it really depends on how much wear and tear you put on it. All right. So I'm going to get down to what did I say I wanted to get down to? 9,300. We'll just call it 95. Yeah, boat. I think a boat. You don't think a boat is more expensive upkeep than an RV? It certainly uses more gas. Certainly uses more gas than an RV. What about insurance? Yeah, boat costs a lot, I think. But what about insurance on the RV? It's going to be... Do you have, like... Is it covered under, like, an auto policy? Or do you have, like, a separate... I guess it's probably covered under, like, an RV policy, right? $250 a year. So here's a question I have. I guess I guess that wouldn't. So insurance is relative. All right, so let me get my
Autopilot.
where's my oh shit.
Landing
All right, we're gonna have to do this again,
Landing
guys.
gear. Landing gear.
All right, we're gonna have to do this
gear.
again. See, you got me yapping, and so when you say separate, so there's like you have auto insurance on it and you have RV insurance on it? Or is it just RV insurance? And it covers, everything. It covers, just RV. Okay. So it costs you $250. It's got to cost you more than $250 a year for that. $250 a month, maybe, right? What? $250 a year for insurance for the whole friggin' thing? So, and that covers like collision and everything? Of course, we have to run into a cloud. Wow. I see. Okay. All right, I got to focus on landing here, guys. I don't want to miss my runway again. All right, guys. Sorry for the dead air there, but I'm just trying to concentrate here. Gear is down, flaps are down. We are on our final approach.
Wind 270 at 3 knots.
500.
Wonder why it doesn't have call-outs below 500. Should really.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Sierra Alpha Fox.
I have a feeling
10
that was a
FE
one-wheel
minute.
touchdown. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you guys. So if you guys, I think I cut myself off when I was talking about it. If you guys have suffered this issue where you see like artifacts across a runway and when you hit them, they like crash your plane, I put a video up on it. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I've corrected that problem, I think, by deleting rolling cache and reinitiating it. So on every time you have an update, make sure you do that. Let's see. All right, let me shut down this. Let me shut down this engine here.
Engine off time logged. End of flight. Registered in OnAir company.
Let's see. 787 for collision. That's not bad at all, really, when you think about it. Well, but the thing is with a car, though, if you hit a deer, it's covered under comprehensive. But I agree with you. You should get collision. It's not that expensive. All right, so we're going to unload here. And we completed our mission, so we can go to the dashboard. And we should see a little bit of money in there from the last two. Yeah, so we made 27 on that. We made 21 on that. That's good. So if we go to... Well, I don't want to switch here until this is done unloading. Yeah, try to... Gotcha. Yeah. That's New Jersey, so, you know. But I have a feeling that in a couple of years or so, I won't be a resident of this state anyway, so those things will be a lot different. But guys, I really appreciate the insight, that's for sure. I do. And we'll connect up on Discord. I'm not going to be able to do it today because as soon as I'm done here, I have to go do something. But let's connect up on Discord, and it's great that you guys are offering to, you know, provide some guidance for sure. That's for sure. All right, so we're just waiting for this to unload here. And then we'll take a look at what we did for the group. Because I don't know, I don't know if you switch over to the group now, if you have to. Hey, Sacrilegious, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thank you. You have a great day. Okay. You can't connect to the Discord? Seriously? Hold on. You should be. Hold on. Let me just give you the connection here. Hold on. Hold on. Did you try this link? Try that link? All right, so we're still unloading here. Oh, let's see. Did that work for you, Ed? Let me know. All right, so we are unloaded. Dress up in costumes or something. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. Must claim account. That's weird. That's weird. All right, so let me figure this out first, and then so we're gonna go over to here to manage VAs. I want to see how we did here because we should have put some decent amount of money into the coffers of VR Aviation, which we have. So we take a look at our income, cargo services. And the last two pops were today we did. Well, this is 30K from diesel. Thank you very much. So we did 86K today, which I helped out on, and 42K. Awesome. We got plenty of money to cover our costs, and we're building up our revenue so we can buy another plane. I mean, you tell me what you think. Does it make sense to like invest in FBOs and OnAir? I mean, is that going to be like how? I guess I don't understand. Maybe we could chat about this more on Discord in the OnAir discussion area, but I just don't. I can't wrap my head around how you're going to make money by owning an FBO unless it's like a majorly popular FBO. And I have no way of figuring out which FBOs are popular, and if they are, they're already taken. So I don't know, weird. But in any event, we're in good shape, or we're getting to be in good shape. We're building up our revenue, and I don't know why. Why is our company value only $970,000 when we own 4 airplanes? Oh, because of this. Why? This is why. Because of owner liability. All right, so that's my that's capital to me. I see. It's about queries. I still don't get it, man. I don't get it. I still don't get it. Right, but maintenance, but you have to have people land at your FBO to use your maintenance. Right? And if you've got like a Kingman, who's landing at Kingman? You know? I don't know. Like I said, you need to have a very popular, I think it's like FS Economy where you need to have a very popular FBO, you know? I don't know. Just my thought. But in any event, let me... Yeah, he did. He did say it pretty well on Discord. So, Ed, you're on Discord, right? All right, let me just check something here real quick, guys. Sorry. Da, 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 da. Is your Discord... You can't get into Discord at all right now. Okay. Well, are you Ed Reed on Discord? Because I could just send you an invitation. Direct invitation. Take it from there. So what I'll do is let me give you my email address. It's because I have to run to go do something. So just email me here and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to get you on Discord. All right, just email me there. But I appreciate your offer to help me out. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks a whole lot for joining the stream. Okay, I'll remember that. Ed Reed Photo. I'll reach out to you. You don't have to email me. Ed Reed Photo. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope this was enjoyable. I know we talked about a lot of stuff. My apologies for the rants. But if you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the notification button, and you know, spread the word to those that are interested in flight simulation about the channel. That would be awesome too. You guys have a great Saturday, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.